in the parched desert sands of ancient Osirian.
Long forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Through cursed tombs, undead crypts,
and towering pyramids,
our unlikely band of heroes must rise to the challenge
and find the secrets of
the Mummy's Mask.
Last time on the Mithril Tabletop.
Kepri is just shaking it up a little bit.
Just Kareth was over there creeping. He was creep-a-leaking.
I don't know. What'd you roll, Angela?
A 19? On the die.
19
No.
On the
No.
die.
A 19.
On the die. Oh my god, not again.
Ramses!
Oh no.
God.
we have chicken pieces. Oh my gosh! Yes, we have food. Do
Welcome
you like
to
chicken?
Kepri fried chicken. Hello everyone, welcome to the Mithril Tabletop. My name is Aaron, and I'm the voice of Tariq. And this is our 7th episode of the Mummy's Mask series so far. So I just wanted to start off by saying thank you for being here, and thank you for joining us on this journey so far. We would love to hear from you on our social media platforms. We're on TikTok, we're on Twitter and Insta, we're even on Reddit now. We would love to hear where you guys are listening from, what you've liked so far, how handsome you really think Tariq is. I'm just kidding on that last one, but you can if you want to. There have been several people asking me why we've been putting this podcast out there, and just in general why we even play Pathfinder. While I can't speak for everyone in the group, I know that for me, it's just simply about enjoying this game and having a blast with a group of friends. I get to create this character that can either be just like me, or something completely different from me and out of the box. Tariq has 3 times more confidence in himself than I've ever possessed in my entire life. And it's been amazing to play this character who's so self-assured and concerned about his looks, and just in general so different from me. And also to watch him get humbled repeatedly by the dice gods. So I really truly hope that our podcast is representing just why people enjoy tabletop role-playing games. If it does, let us know. Without further ado, let's get to episode 7, Enter Sandman.
So I've been thinking about starting adventures and like how adventures start. And
I know why you're thinking about that.
I may or may not be revisiting some of our previous adventures and seeing how some of them started. And I don't know. I oftentimes see like the stereotypical high fantasy Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder start is always like, you guys meet in a tavern, but that obviously didn't happen with this one. What you guys think about the start of this adventure?
That we like already knew each other?
Yeah, well, that you already knew each other, you're an established group, and then you're like part of this like lottery to explore ancient ruins, and it's not like, I don't know, you're chasing the adventure as opposed to the adventure being shoved on you, and you go like, oh, fine, I guess I'll go on an adventure. Like, I don't know, what do you guys think about that?
I think it was a lot easier to like, because we're already friends, so it was easy to have like that mindset of like, okay, our characters are at least like, they're well enough acquainted with each other that they're, you know, going to work together instead of it being like, hi, my name is Tawny and this is my best friend Habibi and come join us.
You get past like all the growing pains of like forming a group and forming a bond.
I like that though. Like I like the whole character building side of it. And I think it's harder for me to come in like, okay, what do I know about Habibi at this point? Like, what do I know about Tariq? I feel like a lot of the stuff gets built in from those getting to know you moments that build the character dynamics more than just... Exactly. Yeah. Like, getting to know each other is part of getting started, I think. So, I'm not saying I hated that we already knew each other in this, but I can definitely see why I didn't like it as much as if we had just started completely from scratch.
Well, going off of that though, I think we're still pretty much in the beginning stages. Like, I don't know where Mick 4 came from. Like, I still don't know. Like, I think the person that we know the most about at the moment is Habibi, because he had the whole like background feature a little bit with his family. But
yeah,
like, and we know a little bit about
true.
Tawny's family, but I don't really know anything about like. I don't know, like, I know that Tawny and Habibi are friends, but I don't really know anything in depth with our characters just yet.
Yeah. Like, we don't know anything about Kareth or Mick 4. You probably know about yourself, and Kepri being siblings, you co-created your characters, but yeah. Everyone's
and
still learning each
even
other, too.
I'm still figuring out stuff with my character because we haven't revealed like this backstory. I haven't like solidified anything, or not anything, but I haven't solidified everything. So we are still doing the learning, but I get what you're saying, that you kind of like the growing pains of doing this, but I feel like we're still getting that. But I totally see what Nick's saying with like already kind of knowing everybody else's characters and not really having that growing pains. You know, I get that.
Speaking of pain.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that was a good one. Thank you.
I don't want to
Kepri.
know why you just said that.
When we last left our heroes, they found themselves surrounded, sort of, by some giant camel spiders, and one lunged straight at Kepri.
Oh, that's right.
With a claw strike, and then we cut for the end of the episode. And right before I reveal the result of this die roll.
That's a jerk move!
Constantly keeping you guys on the edge. I have another cliffhanger within a cliffhanger within a segue.
What?
Awesome.
What?
What?
I would like to announce hero. I would like to announce the MVP
Oh,
from
you
last week.
jerk.
So here's the thing. It's a segue, and then I introduced the cliffhanger of Kepri's attack,
Now-
and then I left you guys on the cliffhanger again to announce
Now
MVP.
that reminded you
but
of your impending doom.
I'm about to keep you guys on the cliff again
What?
because it was a 3-way tie
What?
last week, so I don't know who
Three-way
MVP
tie.
is.
Oh,
A
that's crazy.
3-way tie. 6 of you, 2 votes for 3 people.
Damn.
Ashley, Angela, and Aaron, I need you guys to roll off for your
Okay.
extra MVP.
Okay.
It's a roll off!
I rolled 11.
Okay. So,
Oh, that
Tawny and Tariq both tied with a 9 each, but it doesn't matter because Kepri, you are now MVP of this week. It might come in handy. We'll see
I
what
might
happens.
need that, considering that I'm the one on the cliff right now.
Fine. MVP to Kepri for being creative with trying to solve the conflict with the spiders, even though Tawny went all cat and murdered them. Sweaty smiley face emoji. MVP to Kepri for trying to be nice for this to the spiders, even though Tawny really, 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 really hates spiders. Honorable mentions. I guess she really hates spiders. Honorable mention goes to Tawny for being a practitioner of to the French Revolution. AKA Tawny for beheading people. And then finally, an honorable mention to Tawny because #she slays.
Slay.
Another honorable mention goes to Tariq for his vanity with his reflection and succeeding the fortitude save against the mirror. Good roleplay. And then finally, an honorable mention to Tariq for awesome roleplaying, his hilarious jokes, and in general, his splashing and smashing work on the dolls. Well done.
Listen, Tariq being able to gaze at himself and not be completely lost, that is true fortitude.
The inner strength no one ever knew he had.
Listen, I definitely based that moment off of my brother, no joke. Anytime we got near a reflective surface in high school, he
Caleb?
would, yes, exactly. He would,
That has to be
he
Caleb.
would have to look at himself, fix his hair, smile, wink at himself. It doesn't matter. Like, he had to look at himself. So that was definitely a nod to my brother on that one.
I've only met him a couple of times. I'm much closer with Cody than I am with Caleb. But yeah, that from the little I knew about him, that checks out. All right, anyways, I suppose I should activate this scene again and throw you guys back into it because this giant camel spider lunges for Kepri and rolls. One more time about that cliffhanger. Kepri, what is the
Get out
AC
of
that you have
here.
currently?
What?
I'm just curious. What is your AC? Just out of curiosity, how much? What's the hardness that I need here to be able to hit this check?
Do I have
She's a level 1 druid!
She is a level 2 druid.
Oh yeah, we're level 2. She's a level 2 druid!
What's the AC on this level 2 druid?
Hold on. Can I use my shield block?
No, you didn't raise your shield last turn.
Crap.
I'm just asking what your AC is. The attack is coming one way or the other. I'm just curious.
It's a 16, okay.
A 16. All right. I'm going to peek behind the curtain real quick because I don't think he's going to get a second chance. This spider has a plus 10 to hit.
Oh, no.
So I
Plus
need
10?
Oh my god.
a plus 10. However,
That one.
it's not bad. So I need I need a 6 or higher to be able to hit you. Now, here's some saving grace. I spent an action moving, and I spent an action attacking Tanya, and I missed, if you guys remember. So this is my second attack of the round, which means that I have a -5. However, this is a -4. Do you see how I'm building suspense?
I do.
Just
You
tell
already
us
rolled
now.
it.
build.
Do it
Damn.
already.
It's either a nat
So I have
one
a
or
plus
nat
4
one.
to hit. All right. I rolled a 6 on the die for a 10 total. That is a miss,
yes.
and we're gonna move on to the next person in the initiative.
God.
Oh,
I had to soak it up.
I was freaking out.
I've known for a week that he missed. Okay, I needed to enjoy something. Character turn.
Okay, hold on. Let me see how far I
Karen.
am. Only 10 feet away.
Oh, well, let me
Perfect.
guess. You also got reach. Oh, you're not
Perfect.
special. I did it first. Just kidding. You did it in episode 2.
You know I have reach.
Just hit with your pointy thing.
We've made this comment before about this particular encounter. I'm pretty. No.
Yeah.
It was the scorpions because I was doing editing stuff because there was a comment like I have reach and you're like, oh, I should have placed them further away.
Yeah. Just do your attack.
So I'm gonna target the last remaining spider dude. And I am going to try to hit him.
All right. What'd you get?
It is a miss. That was a 5 on the die for a 12.
A 12? Nice
total.
try. Not
Yep.
checking out. It's not
Alright,
going to hit.
Second attack is also a miss. That was a 12 on the die for a 14. Alright. I'm off
And-
to a great start. Final attack. Come on. Damn. That was a 13 on the die for a 10.
Cool, moving
Oh
on.
my
This is why we
gosh.
don't attack 3 times. You had a -3 on the last one, and you still attacked?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Capri, it's your turn.
I could have got
Oh,
natural
good.
20. You don't know.
So, Capri's a little sad right now because she was genuinely trying to be like, okay, well, I was gonna try to save these creatures, but we're a little too far gone, and this bitch tried to attack me. So,
Oh, I thought you were
now
talking about
she's-
Tawny.
No, not Tawny!
Like, we're trying to be diplomatic, and this bitch had to go.
No, Tawny just got scared. She's a cat. She fights. That's just how she is,
It
okay?
just sounded like that's where you're going.
No! Oh my gosh!
Suddenly we're PvPing,
No,
okay?
I meant the spider! I'm sorry, Tawny, not you. So, anyway, Capri's gonna look at the spider and be like, well, I guess I'm gonna just try to blast it. And naturally, she's gonna use electric arc.
Electric arc away.
Get him!
You got a DC 18 for your reflex.
I rolled, I shit you not, an 18 exactly.
Well, screw you!
Mother.
We don't believe you.
I'm going to
No
take half
way.
damage. How much damage?
You're gonna take 2.
2 points of damage total.
I rolled a
Alright.
5, so I think you take a 2.
Well, you have 1 action remaining.
I do, so I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm going to activate Ramses.
Oh gosh.
And Ramses is gonna run up to the spider, and Ramses,
That is an
of
altar.
course-
So what you're
What?
doing right now, like you're running up to an altar. I can allow you to make a leap onto that if you roll in athletics.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's give it a shot. He's a pretty good dog.
He's such a good boy.
All right. How's a 24 hit you?
A 24 is sufficient to land yourself on top of the altar. All right, now what do you got for me? Second
Perfect.
action.
We're gonna do Jaws. So he's gonna look at it and he's like, "You tried to attack my mom. We're gonna strike." And we rolled a 16.
A 16 is just barely going
it.
to miss. All right, McFour, it is now your turn. Second initiative, round 2. What do you got for me? You were, I believe, if I remember correctly.
So, in the past 6 seconds, because that is all the time that has happened
Yep.
in this last round, McFour has just gone from, oh, I want a treat too, to the spider jumping after either Kepri or Tawny or Kareth, I don't remember who had jumped after. Tawny smashing his head off with her axe, the other spider trying to go after Tawny, and McFour is still just sitting there with his mouth wide open, waiting for a treat from Kepri.
When you put it that way, a lot of shit went down.
In 6 seconds. And he's just standing there like,
Now
I
his
don't know
mouth
what
is
just
agape
happened.
out of confusion instead of
at first it was a gape ready for a treat. Now it's a gape in confusion. And he's just kind of like, well, I guess I gotta kill that last spider then. So he did use exploit vulnerability on the spiders, but I only got the personal antithesis. Do you remember which spider that was on?
That was the one that died.
The one that died. That's what I thought. Okay.
It always is.
It always is. So he's going to use one action to move here. Is there a space in front of there that I can stand?
That is a pillar. So that will not be an available space. You can move through it, but you can't. You can
No,
move through
not
it,
the
but you can't
corner
end
where
through
I'm
it.
at. Where I'm at now.
Oh yeah, there's
so like
fine.
I'm corner of the spider.
Yeah, that's fine.
Second action, I'm going to exploit vulnerability again. So use my esoteric lore to see if I can get a weakness on him.
All right. So with that roll and with this level, that is going to be a failure. You fail to recall any salient weaknesses about this creature. Instead, you can just use your personal antithesis again.
Yes. Okay. So that's fine. I'm just gonna look at the spider and be like, I really wanted a treat too. I'm really sorry. And just kind of do a kind of somersault roll, in front of this pillar and behind, between this pillar and the altar, and smack it with my lantern tail. So it's got the bonus on there. How does a 21 hit you?
A 21 will definitely hit.
7 damage. That does include the empowerment.
It
yes,
includes
so 7 damage.
All right.
Yes.
Is that including your personal antithesis, though?
No, that is not. No. So that is 2 plus 1, so 3?
3 it is.
Or 2?
3.
3? Okay, so 10 total.
All right. Perfect. So this thing it's not looking great, but you know what? It's going to be fine. Tawny, it is your turn. You're still in full-blown range. Or full range.
You good? You okay?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. Tawny, it's your turn.
Just gives up.
So Tawny turns from the spider that she just killed right in front of her, and she turns and looks to her. I guess it's technically to her right or her left. I don't know. She just turns and looks at the other spider, and she grips her axe, and she's just gonna come down on this spider.
Come
'cause
down
she's
with the rage of the giants.
I rolled a 14 on the die for a total of 22.
Yeah, that's pretty much a hit. Come on, no.
11 points of damage.
Ooh. 11 is beefy, but he's still kicking.
Okay.
Oh, don't
for
worry.
now.
We still got Habibi and Tariq before the spider goes.
Okay, 18 on the die for a 21.
Okay, how does my spider die?
How many? I just want to know how many points.
I mean, it's not too bad, but the way you've been rolling, he has 10 hit points.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
He takes 16 points.
Yeah.
He takes
That's kind of what I
16 points
expected.
of damage.
Oh, goodness.
And Tawny just comes down with her axe, splitting it in half.
Oh no, the poor
as she
spiders.
does. As she does.
Oh, the poor babies.
Poor thing.
Peek behind the curtain. They were a mother and father of a tiny little brood. McFour, behind the altar, you see a little nest of spider eggs.
Really? You're
Just
gonna
trying to make
pull
you guys
that?
feel as guilty
Is
as
that
possible.
true?
Tawny does not feel any sympathy. She
I know where this is going. I know
spiders.
Nick.
McFour sees
No.
the eggs and just says, "Hey guys, I found breakfast."
Kepri is just sitting there trying not to cry because she thought she was making friends and then they died and now they have babies and Kepri's just so sad.
They're not babies yet. They're just eggs.
Ramses hops off the altar and starts sniffing the eggs and starts licking
No,
them
Ramses,
and starts
no!
eating them a little
No!
bit.
McFour shoes Ramsey and Way and says, hey, get off of those. Those are mine.
Ramsey turns his attention to you. Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. He starts licking McFour.
No, stop it. Oh, you stupid dog. Oh, my goodness.
Tawny, runs. Tawny just runs and hides behind a BB like spiders. Oh my God, spiders.
Tariq is gonna go up to Capri and be like, Cap, it's okay. I mean, look at these giant things. Do you really think the chicken was gonna be enough? It's okay.
I don't know, but I was trying so hard. Kepri's now sobbing. She's like, I just wanted them to live and now they have babies.
Tariq kind of rolls his eyes a little bit in size as he takes out a handkerchief and goes, here.
Kepri's gonna
like
take
his overly emotional sister.
blow her nose and hand it back to him. Be like, thanks.
Hey, Capri, it's okay. They don't have babies anymore. Because they're all eaten.
Wow. McFour, did you eat them? No chicken for you. No KFC.
no Capri fried
no
chicken
KFC.
for you.
I don't think the baby spiders need parents. You know,
Oh,
so I'm pretty sure they'll be fine.
He's doing McFour's doing them a favor.
Exactly. I'm saving them a life of misery.
Oh gosh. I do believe that some spider species eat their parents. Let me look. I could be wrong there.
Yeah, there are some that do, yes.
Capri consults her encyclopedia from her backpack. Let me look up that info.
Hold on, what was my order training when I was learning how to take care of all the animals in the region? What?
Kepri's now a little happier. She goes, oh, we just made it easier for them. And now she's going to leave.
Not realizing that they're all dead.
Did we even get a chance to look around this room for anything, or because I know we were kind of met by the spiders.
Oh, that's right.
Do we see any more tapestries
some...
or clues or anything to this?
Yeah,
room?
so you don't detect any magic. I'll say that right now for all the spellcasters. But I think you guys already recalled knowledge on the Anubis heads. And the Anubis heads inside this this little room over here. You already identified this room as being the place where Akintepi would have been prepared before being moved on to his final burial place.
Oh, okay.
But looking around, there's a little bit of dust and sand all over the place. It's much easier to notice now that you've been looking for it. But the spider tracks would have moved from the room to the east through the half-open door that you guys crawled through, and then down into this altar room where they seem to have found a nice, quiet, dark, damp corner to lay their brood before you guys senselessly, mercilessly murdered them.
You guys who?
It's true.
They were literally going to eat us. Quit acting like
they
we
were
did
just trying to eat their
were
young.
Not involved
okay?
until we had to be.
Hey, that is a mark of a good GM if he can make you guys feel a little bit guilty.
Tawny feels no guilt.
None of us feels guilty.
Well,
No guilt.
then I guess I'm not a good GM.
You're great.
Anyway, let's explore the West Room.
Right. So, coming back into it, you guys come out of that room from the east, and you come over to the west, and you see the staircase opening up the other end where the spiders came from, and you see these tiny little tunnels off to the south, and it doesn't take much to figure out probably where the spiders came from, but it also looks a little small for them too. Perhaps other insects may have crawled in here. I mean, this has been underground for almost 2,000 years. People insects and other vermin crawling in is probably unheard of, or not unheard of. But you find a flight of steps gradually descending into the west down this passage. Halfway down the stairs, you find those small holes, and earth and sand have spilled over and collapsed in masonry, covering the stairs with dirt and rubble. It's a little hard to climb down. You have to be careful not to trip and fall, but stone doors are at the bottom of the stairs, and you find them engraved with a golden scarab, kind of in the middle between the two. So when you open the door, the scarab splits down the shell. Its wings are open beneath a golden sun, and they stand at either end of the stairs here. So you look behind you, and the doors that you guys just came from also have these same scarabs. What do you want to do?
Andrew.
Yes.
Andrew. Spiders are not insects.
I said oh shit. Arachnids and insects and other vermin.
Don't worry, I'll do some stitching and make sure that it says arachnids
Appreciate
instead
it.
of insects.
God damn it.
Okay, so I...
3, 2, 1,
can I
go!
read source? I can. Oh, there's some light in here, some natural light. Okay, so I don't want to go in. I want to do... So I've opened these doors at the end of
Check
the
it for
stairs.
Shall we do a perception in the
Tony's
room
gonna
before we
check.
walk in?
Roll me a
Yes.
find spiders check.
Okay.
Did you
I
say
will.
find spiders?
Okay, give me a second. Proficiencies.
Oh, get out of
skill.
here. Spider hatred.
Find spiders, and I'm going to be a legendary in
Oh
it.
my god, get out of here.
If anybody would be legendary, it's me. They're literally inside of me.
Wow.
It's too bad you can't milk spider because then you can make a leg and dairy joke in there.
Anyway,
Oh,
those of us that want to look at this room,
All right.
please.
A tapestry hangs from a frame against the southern wall here. Kepri, who are you? Tawny, you can barely see. It depicts an otherworldly vista where the souls of the dead, shepherded by strange beings, enter an ethereal river ambling through space toward a landscape dominated by an impossibly tall spire. Columns sculpted in the shape of Osirian warriors wielding kopashes stand in all four corners of the room. The floor is tiled in a white spiral pattern on a black background. So black tiles, white spiral in those tiles, even though it's not reflected visually in this map.
So this room has light in it, right? Or is it me that's doing the light?
So out of context, this is me trying to do a map effect, but it's not actually lit. Let me see if I can lower the luminosity just a little bit. I was trying to show off the spiral thing, but I don't think it worked very well. I was trying to make this feel more ethereal-ish, but...
Okay, so like the light that's coming off of like my axe is like kind of making this reflective.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do I notice like anything that looks like a trap at this point?
Or a spider?
Or a spider. No. As far as you can tell, no traps or spiders.
Okay, so Tawny is going to step into the room. And then, so in the warriors are down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're
Each of the
in
corners.
like the far corners. So what are these posts that are like right in front?
Support columns.
Okay, just columns. Okay. Okay, so Tawny's gonna like step over to look at the tapestry that was down at the south. Does this have writing on it that we could?
If you would like to roll me a religion check after you all roll me perception check.
I already
that'd be great.
rolled a perception check.
We all rolled perception checks.
Yeah.
You did?
A while ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, let me just
We were being proactive. And
I appreciate it. Ramses does not get
Being
a
super
perception
seeker.
check.
Ramses does too. Daisy
he
perceives things.
smells things.
You know what?
Yes.
If only
I'll grant you that
pretending
one.
to smell,
He
I
ain't
would
blind.
say. Only pretending
Yeah,
to smell.
I would agree to
He
that.
has eyes.
Or sound.
Or sound.
I wouldn't say eyes because dogs can get distracted very easily, but I think sounds and smells he's really good at. Like, because dogs can hear higher or like wider, frequencies?
Yeah.
I
Higher
guess that's fair.
frequencies.
You know what? I'll allow it, but not for this case, because as you guys are all looking around, I'm going to carry over all your perception checks as suddenly, Kareth, right
God
behind you,
damn
being
it.
the last one to descend the stairs, the sand starts to vibrate a little bit, and your
man.
elf ears twitch, perhaps even McFour's goblin ears twitch, and you both look over, and then suddenly, from behind the sand, or beneath the sand, just a humanoid sand-looking monster emerges. Its mouth unhinges and expands in an ungodly fashion. It looks like a Sandman, and it attacks. Everyone already rolled for initiative, and we're going to start off top of round 1 with the sand monster, and it's going to lunge straight at Kareth.
Oh gosh.
So whoever is doing music for this one, please use a small clip of Enter Sandman?
We can't. It's copyrighted.
Please. No, you can use it if it's like short enough.
Like 4 seconds?
You can use like up to 5 seconds.
The
or something
beginning
like
of Enter
that.
Sandman is
just enough to know what it is.
Yeah, that was the one I was going for.
Enter Sandman starts out super soft.
Bring me a dream.
Yes, it is.
No, not that
Making
one.
the cutest. Oh wait, Tariq's already there.
Anyways, so
Bring it on.
Sandman comes in, and it throws its fist of sand. Stop it! It throws its sandy fist into your face. Kareth, let me know. Does a 31 hit you?
Nope.
Holy
Nope.
shit.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh.
You're right. It doesn't hit. It
Damn
critically
it.
hits, right?
31. Dear
I
Lord.
motherfucking hate you.
All right. Well, I have more bad news before I have good news.
Let me guess. It is over 24 points of damage.
Oh, significantly more than that, but that's not even the worst
Okay,
part of it.
I'm just gonna put
Oh,
myself
man.
down to dying too. Don't mind me.
It deals 38
Oh my
points
God.
of bludgeoning
Crap.
damage.
Oh
my
It
God.
just like lunges up, it brings down its fist. I rolled almost maximum damage as you just see rubble
Oh my
and
gosh.
shards of thick clumps of sand clobber this elf. And
I immediately go down to dying too. Thanks. Thanks for that.
so we're gonna take its second action.
It has more actions.
Okay, so that was, I'll say its first action was standing up. Second action was just clobbering you with this thing. And I know you're already blinded because
It's
you're
clobbering time.
I know you're already blinded because you're unconscious, but I just want to let you know, if you stayed up, you would have been blinded anyways.
Because sand getting into the eyes.
Because the sand would have gotten in your eyes.
Close the door.
Pocket sand.
Karen.
Its
Drag
third
Kareth in and
action.
close the door.
Its third action is it's going to do this thing called Earth Glide, and it
Oh,
can
no.
it can burrow through earthen matter, including rock.
Oh.
So it's going to burrow. Would you guys like to know what
We're
its
gonna
burrow speed
die.
is?
Probably like 60.
Yeah, significant. So it
Oh,
just burrows through, dives underground, and emerges right behind you, Tariq, on the opposite side.
no.
Habibi, it is your turn.
Oh my gosh.
Have fun, guys.
I was told it was too easy so far, so I...
Who the fuck said that?
By who?
Who told you?
Who
it
do
was
we
too
need to yell
easy?
at?
Kill that person, and
It
you
was-
can leave the rest of us alone.
No, I just rolled really, 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 really good.
What,
Was
A
it
natural
you?
20?
Were you the one that said it?
I won't expose who said what.
Wabba
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm
himself.
saying.
Man, they're having such an easy time with this.
I won't
Oh, no.
reveal who said
It was
it.
me, but I didn't say it was too easy. I said that the little dolls were easy.
Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong. It did take like maybe 2 rounds. So.
It
Not
was
even.
one
They
round.
didn't get a chance.
Carrot didn't even get a turn.
Not the point. Habibi, it's your
He's still
turn.
upset about the chicken,
sorry.
guys.
He's upset about the
upset about
chicken.
chicken.
That's what it is. It's the
It
chicken.
al- it's always the chickens.
You guys are fine. You guys are going to be fine. You don't even know how hard it is to hit.
You just
Habibi,
smacked the shit out of Kareth.
And you guys are fine. There's still 5 of you.
Plus a dog.
5.5
Yeah.
of you.
Oh my gosh.
I can wait. Yeah, I can wait.
You're gonna put
Habibi,
what?
it's
What are
your
you
turn.
doing? Don't.
Habibi, it's your turn.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm not the one interrupting.
Okay.
I just did.
Okay. Habibi sees Kareth go down, and this thing just like disappeared from like knocking Kareth to the floor, and he's like a bloody mess. And then he appears up next to Tariq, and he's like, Osiris, help us. And he does a
Question mark?
2-action heal spell on Kareth.
All right. I'm proud of you.
Just that question mark.
Yeah.
Osiris.
Osiris
help
help
us.
us.
Is there anybody up
Is there
there?
anything that can?
Somebody?
Is there
Anybody?
anyone that can actually help Kareth at this point? I mean,
Hey, but at least you get to go before the sand.
Okay, Kareth, you get 14 health back.
14's not
great.
bad.
I am. Is it wounded 2? I forget.
You are still wounded 1.
I'm not dying.
Okay, and then for my final action, I am going to put up a shield.
All right. Shield as
pray-
in the
pray for
spell?
best. Yeah.
All right. So you cast shield, boom, and this magical invisible barrier emits itself around you. Kepri, it is your turn.
Oh gosh, Kepri's just kind of agape. She just watched Kareth go down and Habibi bring him back up, and she's just like, oh my goodness, what do I do with this thing? So Kepri would like to try to perceive and find maybe a weakness.
All right, roll me a nature check or Arcana.
Hey, you know what? I think a nature check's probably going to be what I do here as a druid.
I kind of figured as much.
All right, I rolled something.
All right, so you recognize this thing as a sand sentry. They shift back and forth between detailed likeness of a human and a muted, featureless bipedal form of this sand, just constantly churning and writhing in between them. This creature is pure sand and moves with an eerie grace. The Sand Sentry is often called upon by spellcasters to stand ground over an area of great importance. However, you don't get the sense from this specific elemental. You think he may have just wandered in, found a quiet place to dig a hole in the sand, and you guys kind of just disturbed him from his slumber. Either way, let's see a good piece of information about this. They have immunities, they have special attacks, and they have passive bonuses. What would you like to know? You can always ask about their lowest or their highest save as well.
No weaknesses at all?
Not that you can tell.
Well, then I would like to know their immunities.
All right. Being not made of a physical form, they are immune to anything that would affect a physical biological body, such as bleeding, paralysis, poison, and sleep.
All right. Kepri is going to look at this and be like, well, you know what moves sand around? Wind. And she's going to try to cast Gust of Wind.
All right.
I'm gonna make sure it's a 60-foot line, so she's gonna try to keep him in that area so he can't keep moving.
Perfect. Straight line right next to Tariq, but straight through the Sand Sentry. Roll me that spell.
There you go. You have a DC 18 Fortitude save, please.
Fortitude save. You got it. All right, he succeeds, but not critically succeeds. So the creature tries to resist against the wind, but it can't physically move against the wind. This spell is bursting out of your hand, so you can just see the wind constantly moving against the Sand Sentry. It's going to end at the start of your next turn, but until then, the Sand Sentry can't move anywhere closer to you. Tariq, it is your turn.
Just out of instinct, Tariq sees this sand creature kind of just completely knock Kareth to the ground, and he's not looking so good, and he sees kind of the floor move a little bit as this sand creature bursts up out right beside of him, and he is going to just kind of, as a protection, he immediately cast spell, or sorry, he casts shield, and a shield comes up to kind of as a protection against that. And then he is going to try and... Does shield end if I attack? I just realized that.
Nope. It lasts
okay.
for 1 round.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so he's going to put up a shield, and then he is going to take his staff and almost kind of swoop it upwards. And as it is, as it's going in this upwards arc, you see kind of almost a trail of water coming with it as he's going to do a spell strike with hydraulic push.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, so
here's the thing. While you're rolling your attack roll, here's what I really, really like about spell strike. It allows the ancillary effects of spells like this to trigger as well. So, for example, with hydraulic push, for anyone who isn't aware, it pushes the target away as well as dealing bludgeoning damage. And if you attack with the spell strike and manage to hit, it actually includes that effect as well. What'd you get, Tariq?
Okay, the first roll was terrible. I got an 8 on the die, so I used my 1 hero point to re-roll that, and now it's a total of 25 with my staff.
25 is going to hit.
Yes.
Roll both of those damages.
Awesome. Okay, so there is the staff damage, and then let me get the hydraulic push. Hold up, sorry.
Oh, dude, you know what I probably picture this thing? Like, you just see Tariq bringing the staff down, and in midair, it turns into a torrent of water. It lands in front of him and just bursts out of it and pushes it into
Like
the
in
wall.
Demon Slayer.
Yes, exactly
like
what I was
that.
going for. And so we have a total of, I can't do math, so 7 and 18 of 20.
No, you did.
25?
Nope, double
You did an
check.
arcane
No.
spell
Double check.
attack.
You did the spell attack roll, not the damage.
Darn.
It's okay.
Man, I
got
thought it was,
so
I thought
excited
it was
too.
getting good hits in here.
Hey,
right.
it's still. How much is it? Hydraulic push is what? 3d6? That's still a lot of damage.
Okay, so now we have a total of 16 damage, and then I think there's an effect with hydraulic push too, with like the water.
It
and
does.
everything.
It pushes it back.
Yeah. So
Now, this thing is currently being blocked by a wall, so I will give you the choice. It can't move up towards Kepri, so I'll allow you to either push it down here into the corner further south, or pushing it against the wall will deal an additional d6 of damage. Let me guess.
I want the damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
All right, roll an extra d6. I got a 3 on the die, so it just takes an extra
Extra
3
5
points
damage.
of bludgeoning damage. All right, fine. I'll take yours instead.
Yeah. Oh, I thought.
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Sorry, I thought I was supposed to roll it.
Oh, it's fine. It doesn't. I'll take the extra points of damage. All right, so you come in with a force field shield, boost, hydraulic push out of your staff. Tawny,
Kill
it is
it.
your turn.
Can I move into the corner to the south of the Sandman?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there. I'm going to rage,
She said the words.
and I am going to come down with my.
Is it a 3?
It's either really high or really low. Whenever she quiets down like that after a roll, it's either
See,
like a
she's
2.
not quiet though. Her mic isn't picking up the laughter. I can hear her from down the hall.
no.
Just cackling.
Like I said, it's either a 2 or a 20. There is no in between.
I got a natural 20.
Yay!
There it is. See, I told you.
Yes.
No in between. No in between. Yeah, that's a crit, probably.
22 points of damage.
Sheesh. This thing is bloodied galore. You can just see it's like slowly, like more frequently discorporeating. It's going from its like faceless shape to its more humanoid shape, like back and forth, like writhing mass of sand. You can see it's struggling to keep itself together.
It's muddy
I believe
now.
that's all your actions, so we're going to move on to Mick 4. It's your turn.
All right. So Kareth goes down right beside McFour, and then this sand creature just like digs himself into the ground and goes to the other side of the room, and he's obviously going to be thinking like, oh, I think I've seen one of those creatures before. So he's going to exploit the vulnerability on it to see what he can figure out about its weakness.
All right. All right. You fail to identify any particular weaknesses that it might have. Kepri already shared that it doesn't have any specific weaknesses, but you can still trigger its personal antithesis.
And I will. So I will then use action 2 to come over here and flat-foot it with flanking there with Tani. Thank you, Tani.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to, as I make my way over there, I'm going to again do a little somersault into that spot. And kind of, as I do the somersault, my shoulder kind of locks into the ground, and I like miss the front roll. And as I'm going into that spot, my tail just kind of whips itself to the side and smacks him in the face.
He's like going full Jar Jar Binks, accidentally doing something useful. Maybe?
I'm going to hero point that.
Okay. What was it, just out of curiosity?
It was a 10 on the die.
For a...
Oh, that's much better, much better. 19 on the die for a 25.
A 25...
16 would have been the
Oh,
last
yeah. 16 would have missed. 25, on the other hand.
7 plus the 3 from my implement.
10 total?
From my personal antithesis, so 10 total.
Perfect. And fun fact, it is still
Good God.
This thing is
come on.
beefy. But hey.
As McFour gets up from that quote unquote botched roll, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get you? I didn't mean to there. Sorry about that." And then looks over at Kepri and just gives a little sly smile.
Were you saying sorry to the Sand Sentry?
Yes.
It replies back in a language none of you recognize.
Kepri's gonna give McFour a thumbs up.
Sorry, what was that? You got a little something in your mouth. I don't know what to say.
He pukes mud on you. Kareth, it's your turn. You are prone, and though you would have been blinded while you were unconscious, you're no longer unconscious. But you're still blinded because you're sand in your eyes.
That's true. All right, so I'm gonna stand. Okay, so blinded, I can't see anything.
It is technically hidden to you, not undetected. So you know what square it's in. You can target it. It's just a DC 11 flat check to see if you can hit it. You have a 50-50 shot of nailing it.
Okay. But I can move down that way though, right?
Yes, moving while blinded is difficult terrain, though,
Okay.
so you'll move at half
So I
speed.
can.
But you're an elf. You're fine.
Yeah. So I can move 15 feet since I have a speed of 30. So let me do that. So I'm gonna move southwest into the room from the doorway. And you said I know what square it's in, so I can still reach it.
She was about to target Tawny.
Sorry.
But see, that's the whole point of blinded. You're like,
Yeah.
I think it's this way. So DC 11 flat check first.
Do not PvP me.
Don't worry, Habibi helps correct Kareth.
Thank you. Thanks.
You see, Kareth is about to stab towards Tawny, and then Habibi just like, and just turns her slightly sideways.
All right, now I'm gonna attempt to hit it, but let me do the flat check. You said it's DC 11 for the flat check, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that
Come
is
on,
a
Katie, you got this.
16.
16 checks out.
Right, now for the
Now actually
actual
try to hit it.
attack. Alright, here we go. I'm going to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna hear
Do it.
because that was only
What-
that was
what?
only a 4 for an 11.
Oh gosh, yeah, for
Three,
an
roll.
11?
Yeah.
You were debating an 11?
Well, I was debating on using my hero point this early.
Okay.
Alright, let me re-roll it. God, motherfucker!
What'd you roll?
What'd you
This
get?
one was a 9 on the die for a 16. And
Hey, that's pretty good. That's not a hit though.
I'm not blinded anymore.
All right. It is now back to the Sand Sentry's turn. It can't move against the wind. However, being underground, there is no wind. And so this Sand Sentry is going to look at Kepri, and it's going to dive underground and pop up on the other side of. Ooh,
Don't
I have
you
to decide.
fucking do it.
Clearly, it's going to dive up and reemerge on the other side of Tawny. Tawny is clearly the bigger threat here. If it wants to live, it's got to take her out. So it's going to emerge on this side, and it's going to bring down its blinding sand fist attack, and it's going to roll a 27 total for a critical hit.
That's not a critical hit.
Yep,
I'm pretty.
it is.
Yeah, she's raging now.
Oh, I was like,
Oh,
what?
no.
Yeah, rage
Yep.
lowers your AC.
Yep. It wouldn't have been critical if I wasn't raging, but I am raging because I wanted that bonus.
And it was significant bonus. However, I rolled 36
Holy
points of
crap.
damage again.
Oh my gosh.
This time it went from the
I am not down. I am not down.
Yeah!
I am not down.
barbarians, baby.
But I have one hit point.
Oh my
that
I almost rolled maximum damage again.
Oh no.
That one from the one die moved to the other. It was really funny. Anyways, it's going to then turn around with its
Oh, no.
third and final action. It's going to target Tariq. Because you're also the one who threatened it the most. Oh.
Yeah.
That reminds me, before I forget, Tawny, you're also blinded now as well. It's going to spin around.
Damn it.
And it's going to try and wail on you, Tariq. It's going to backhand you. I rolled, and I actually don't know if this is a crit or not,
Oh no.
a 28.
Oh. Okay, because I have my shield up, it's not a crit. Because I have
The
19
shield
AC with the
saved you
shield.
from a crit.
Oh my
A
gosh.
28 is one off from a crit. You better thank that shield. Now, you have a reaction. You can expend the shield spell to absorb 5 points of this damage, or you just keep the AC.
Oh, okay.
So if you use this shield spell, you just can't use it again?
Not for a minute or 10 minutes, one of those two. You can still use it constantly if you don't absorb it, but if you use it to absorb the damage, it breaks, and you have to spend 10 minutes recharging it.
Then I will do that. I'll let it break.
All right. So it deals 11 damage normally, but it's going to deal only 6 points because your shield absorbs the rest of it.
Nice.
Okay.
We move on to Habibi.
Save us. Save Tommy.
This thing is looking
Cyrus.
pretty rough. It is looking very beat up.
And this is kind of like outside of it. Like, I feel like Tawny would want Habibi to get rid of whatever is like hurting everyone.
Habibi was thinking like, should I either Habibi wasn't going to attack because he doesn't have anything that he thinks would be super helpful attacking wise. But he was thinking of either using Forced Mercy, which would make that thing not attack lethally anymore, or I could do Bless, which would increase everyone's attack rolls by +1.
Interesting.
Guys, that thing hits pretty hard. I could either make it hit less hard, or I could make us hit harder. Which one do you think?
Let me hit him. I want to hit him.
Tariq says, just try to get it to stop. Look what it did already. As his shield just exploded.
It'll stop if it's dead.
Okay. Habibi hears everybody yelling out different things, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, guys! Okay, fine. I feel like we can do this if we can just punch a little bit harder." So Osiris will bless us. So he casts Bless.
Fantastic. I've placed a 5-foot aura emanation. On your next turn, you can spend an action to concentrate on it and expand it further and make it 5 feet even bigger. All right, everyone in that aura, you can drag and drop that spell effect Bless from the chat and put it on your tokens if you're within that 5 feet aura.
I would like to point out that because this isn't something our listeners can see, that technically Habibi just gave everybody around him. Almost as if he's creating a shield himself.
I mean, yeah.
Right. Only adjacent to them. So Tawny, she's still blinded and 1 hit point away, and McFour is just outside the range of
but
this
where
bless.
everyone is positioned, like, he's got people all around him, and he's in the center.
It's like a force field of
You
people.
guys go get him. You got this.
Well, and hey, I am the cleric. Thank you.
I know.
You gotta
Always
protect
protect the
me
cleric.
if you don't want to die.
We gotta protect our healer.
And I move over.
Hey, now I get it.
Closer to
Or
McFour.
it's like, ooh, yay.
All right.
As soon as you move, McFour just kind of like stands up a little taller.
Oh,
It's
wait.
like,
I accidentally
whoa.
put it on there twice.
I don't know what you're doing, Habibi, but I don't
Oh my
like
gosh.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all be blessed here.
All right.
it. Y'all be blessed.
Hashtag gifted and blessed. All right. Well,
You done been blessed.
Dumb and blessed.
Capri, it is your turn, and this tunnel of wind that's
You
coming.
get that reference, right?
Huh? I'm ignoring you. It's this
Pre-blessed
tunnel.
food. It's dumb and blessed.
Pre-blessed
Anyway.
food.
Oh my gosh.
We went to Christian school.
So
Yeah, we
you
did.
push this gust of wind that is coming out of your hands, Capri, subsides as your turn begins. It is now your turn. This thing is looking so close to being dead. What do you got for me?
So Capri's sitting there thinking, she's like, I don't want to use something hot because sand is in hot areas. So she's going to try to go a little cold and do a ray of frost.
Interesting. All right, well, let's see if it hits. You got that +1 bonus from Bless already applied. Roll that attack roll.
I did. I'm rolling. There we go. I rolled a 26.
A 26 is going to hit. Way to nail it.
Oh, thank God.
All right, roll your damage.
Okay. And you're
Get
going
it,
to get...
Capri.
Oh,
5.
minimum damage.
Aw.
It's okay. It's still a 5.
It's still a 5, but it's still not dead.
But I still have one more turn.
It has technically twice as many hit points as Tawny does.
Oh. It has
You
2
got this,
hit points.
Capri. Come on.
We got this.
Okay.
Final
okay,
action,
so
final
what
action.
Can I do? What can I do?
What can you do?
I need to activate Ramses. Ramses, go. So Ramses is going to wag his tail, and he's going to run around everyone and run right up next to this monster, okay? And we're going to try a Jaws
All right,
attack.
you are
Sound good?
flanking with Tawny. I think blind people can provide flanking. Go ahead and roll your attack.
He's still threatening.
I think blind people.
I assume they can. They're still a threat, kind of.
Oof, does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yes! Okay, damage! 5! Yes!
Ramsey!
Yeah, baby.
And this sand.
Yes! Go Ramsey's biting the crap out of the sand!
You just see Ramses lunge at this sand sentry and it chomps down. The thing explodes in a pile of sandy dust and it falls all over Ramses as he just kind of like runs around and the pile that used to be the sand sentry starts digging around and his tail starts wagging. He's immediately out of combat and so are we. Well done.
Oh
well
my
done.
gosh,
Bites the
thank
sand.
God. Is everyone okay?
No.
Bites the sand.
Another one bites the dust. Who wrote that? Get out of here. Another one bites the dust.
So Nick is gonna grab Tani by the arm and is like, all right, Tani, here's Habibi, and he's going to like guide her to Habibi.
Here's a baby.
I mean, she's only blind for like one round, so like I assume like after like 6 seconds ago, she's like rubbing her eyes and like you see sand coming out of her eyes, and she's fine now.
As Tani walks by, McFour is going to take his lantern and kind of like guide the way as if like it's because of a lighting issue that she can't see. There you go, Tani.
And then Tariq's gonna
All right,
turn
all right,
around.
There we go. Yep, watch your step.
I'm like, Kareth, can you see now?
I can see clearly
Everyone
now.
is like,
All the
Is it
songs.
raining?
Rain is
all
gone.
the songs.
Song references this episode. What the heck?
The sand is gone.
You guys are all gonna get us in trouble.
I can see clearly now. The pain is
No,
gone.
the pain is still here. I still hurt.
Still hurts.
So what do you guys want to do?
Habibi.
Well,
Probably heal.
I got some lay on hands.
It's probably a good idea.
Give us that healing touch, my boy.
So while you're healing, does anything happen while Habibi just perpetually lays on hand on everyone?
Well, while he's doing that, and since Tariq didn't get sand in his eyes, he's going to take a look around the room. Because we didn't really get to look around much before Kareth got, like, his life slapped from him.
He really did get bitch slapped to death.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but that's okay because he was trying to bitch slap us, so you know.
It was a slippery slope to oblivion. Anyways,
It was a what?
nothing.
A slippery slope?
Slippery slope.
It wasn't a slippery slope. It was a
Hey,
sandy
Tariq,
slope.
instead of moving past all this,
That's why it was slippery. No traction.
instead of rolling my perception, why don't you instead roll me a religion check?
Me?
Oh wait, no, I remember. You're not trained in religion, are you?
No, but that doesn't mean I can't get a nat 20 in
hold
it. I mean,
It's true.
that's me, so I
Oh.
mean, it's unlikely, but
Well,
There-
why doesn't everyone who isn't Habibi, because Habibi is actively focusing on healing everyone, roll me a religion check?
Yeah, the one who's
Got
trained in
you.
religion.
I'm trained in religion.
Everyone is trained in religion except for Tariq.
because
If
of your
I-
religion, we're
Oh, okay.
healing right now, so it's okay.
All right. Well, Kepri, you recognize this room as being an ancient ritual chamber that a lot of Pharasman priests would have in their tombs before they moved on. This is called the Hall of Souls Crossing. That spire that you see inside the portrait over here in front of the corpse of the Sand Sentry and Ramses' new hole is the spire of Pharasma. It is where she lives. So in the boneyard, her realm, her dimension, there is this impossibly tall spire. It just infinitely spirals over and over and over again up until the very, very infinite top where her throne sits and she judges every soul. This seems to be an Osiriani depiction of that moment in the passing of a soul, and it also has the Osiriani tradition of going through this river of souls off to the boneyard. And just behind the spiral, it's hard to tell from this painting, especially because it's so faded, but you can kind of see a sea of reeds, which is where a lot of Osiriani believe their afterlife would take them.
Oh, that's beautiful. I told everybody that.
Well done.
What's beautiful, Capri?
Thank you. Everything.
Everything.
Everything is beautiful.
Our friendship's beautiful. The dog's beautiful. The Sandman that's dead is beautiful. Okay, I'm done.
Did you get sand in your eyes, Kepri? Just wondering.
As soon as Kepri says that the Sandman is beautiful, that perks up McFour's ears and was like, oh, she's right. And he's going to go over and take a handful of the sand from the ground and put it like in the lantern just around the flame, but like collect some of the sand from the creature.
As you pick it up, it is very clear to you that this is just normal sand now. I know it's not going to stop you. I know it's not going to stop you. I know you still want it, but I'm just...
McFour doesn't care.
I know he doesn't. I'm just saying.
Okay, so after Habibi laid his hands on me, and I was healed up, Tawny's
guys are just friends.
For now.
Hashtag friends. Friend zone. Friend zone. Forever.
Who's friend zoning who?
We friend zone each other.
Yeah,
They both think they're being friend zoned by the other person, and so it's this constant back and forth of like,
That's just called being friends.
yeah,
exactly.
Whether in the friend zone,
Friendship.
duh.
Oh, Lordy.
If Habibi is my soulmate, then Habibi is my platonic soulmate.
Aww.
You're my platonic
So-
soulmate.
Aww.
Okay, so Tawny was listening to Kepri like tell them about the tapestry, and so Tawny's gonna look around and she's gonna realize that we have doors that go to the west and we have doors that go to the north. So which way would we like to go first?
West.
You both said it that way. Oh my gosh.
how do we get anything done?
No one knows.
That was a really quick and easy decision. We all decided West.
All right, West it is.
Oh my gosh. Tariq.
Oh,
Tariq is gonna go.
oh, the doors
first.
are locked.
Kick
The
it
doors are
down.
Never
locked.
mind. Kepri's gonna.
The
Kepri,
way is shut.
you want to
The
see if you
way
can
is
unlock one of
shut.
these doors for us?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna run under Tawny real quick. Tawny, move.
All right.
Okay, Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just confirming the doors are indeed locked, and if you want, just attempt me a pick a lock check.
Okay, is that do I just click on the button you gave me?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Is it a public blind? It's blind, isn't it?
No, it's public.
Oh.
Only
It's
knowledge,
a
perception,
public-
and stealth.
Public blind. Some of us are. Well, actually, no, we're all.
My result was a failure. I rolled a 14.
Well,
Oh,
you
I
have
can
hero
hear. I have
points.
2 hero points. I'm
Yes,
hero
you
pointing
do.
that.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna re-roll this. Re-roll using a hero. Oh, 23. Take that.
23 is successful.
Nice.
And click, click, these ancient rusted locks yield to your superior lock-picking skills. You've made your fair share of, like, breaking and entering into tombs before. This is no different. And you find yourselves in this unfinished corridor.
Wait, guys, don't just run in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
Carrot,
like,
run
why don't we
ahead.
let McFour go in front. Hey, McFour, see if you can get any traps spotted for us.
McFour is still kind of digging through the sand, and then ears perk up. What? Traps? I don't want to get any traps.
I thought you were good at trap finding. You told us last week you were the best trap finder around. Are you saying you lied about that?
Who said that?
You said that.
I didn't say anything
All right,
about
guys.
that.
Apparently, we can't trust anything McFour says after 3 drinks.
Oh,
You actually trusted McFour?
Not really, but
That was your first problem.
no. Listen, I
I'm
don't
just-
trust him, but I at least thought he was good at that.
As McFour is like arguing back and forth, he is actively moving into
I
the room,
got you.
like ahead of everybody else. So
I already got you. And like I said, you come into what can only be described as an unfinished wing. Kepri, Tariq, and anyone else who would have studied tombs in the past, you guys already know that sometimes when somebody dies, while their tomb is being created and built and carved out, they kind of just don't got time to finish it. They're like, oh, the guy's dead, just bury him in his tomb. Doesn't matter if it's not finished, he needs to be there now. And as you find yourself in here and your light shines across this unfinished corridor, you see a faint outline to the door or to the wall to the north, and you can see a secret passage. And we'll see you guys next week.
What? Already?
but don't we want to see what's in the
Already?
secret tunnel?
You'll find out next week.
But we could find out now.
We'll find out next
God.
week.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to the Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, or Instagram. Feel free to email us at themithraltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.